what's our beer this week, Ev?
Yeah. So I went to the store, our huge, the Devil's Glen Hy-Vee, and I saw one on the shelf that I hadn't seen at all from a brewery that we got to visit on our brew hop.
Yeah.
So this is Gezellig Brewing Company's Amber Lager. So pretty cool can art, I would say. It's kind of got like that 70s vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of that 70s show.
I was going to say Eric Foreman might have stolen this beer out of his dad's fridge at one point.
And here's what I'm going to say, and we can open these, pour them up. So, you know, we're entering into the fall season, and with the fall season comes special fall beverages like, you know, the pumpkin spice latte. I think that just came out recently.
Did it? Oh, yeah, I think so, because I think my wife, who's a teacher, on one of their recent training days tried to go to Starbucks, and it happened to be the first day of the pumpkin spice latte, and it was packed. They couldn't even get Starbucks that morning.
PSL day. Well, just like a white girl loves her PSLs, I love a good amber beer.
Yeah.
And so when I saw it on the shelf, I was like, I gotta get this.
Maybe we should have, if you're watching us on YouTube, Spotify, maybe you can vote for who you think had the better pour. I get a lot of grief for having a heavy pour, but Evan, you made that beer look flat.
That's true.
Mine, I've got a good solid amount of head retention there. This beer is like literally amber in color. There is no other way around it. It's slightly hazy, but not, I don't know. It looks pretty clear, very amber. I'm excited to try it. What did I cut you off from saying?
Oh, I was just going to say that was a really good pour. And we're 60 seconds in now, and you still have a nice foamy head there. So
yeah, I'm gonna die on my hill and say I have a good pour. A heavy pour is a good pour.
I'll Skol to that.
Skol.
I like that. So I'll read the description quick. They say on the can, we are resurrecting this once endangered beer style pulled straight from the 70s with its nice biscuit and caramel malt base. And that describes it pretty well. You can taste the biscuit. You can taste the caramel maltiness in it. Yeah,
I was going to say, I got, obviously the ambery, darker-ish flavor to it. But there is a sweetness, which... Yeah. I think that's the caramelized sweetness that you're getting. Shocking. I like this one a lot. You're the amber guy, I'm the IPA guy, but I think we both appreciate all types of beer. I like it. I cut you off again. What are your thoughts?
You said it all.
Okay.
We have similar thoughts. I like it a lot. Very, very balanced. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's trying to do too much in any one direction. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly malty. It's good. It's a solid beer. And I like a beer that doesn't try to do too much.
Exactly. I would think both of us, while we're fans of kind of beers going a little crazy and doing something different, we like beers. Like solid, different categories. This is a solid amber. This is a solid beer. I like it a lot. I think it does kind of remind, the can art is, it's a good representation of what's in this beer. It's kind of, if you can imagine what that beer looks like just from looking on the can or what it tastes like, you're probably pretty right. I don't know. It's good.
I forget his name, but the dad on that 70s show.
Red Foreman.
Red, there you go. Oh, it's Red. Yeah. Right? This is Red's beer right here. So if Red Foreman were to go to the fridge and he wasn't going to drink the standard domestic whatever he was drinking at the time, Miller Lite or whatever, he'd probably pull one of these out.
Yeah.
So.
Good job, Gezellig. I've never had a bad Gezellig beer, but yeah, this one is better than I thought. And it's 6%, which is, not too much, not too little. It tastes like a lighter beer than 6%. And I mean this as a compliment. It does not taste like, you should be careful with that, which you should be careful with all beers and all alcohols, obviously, drink in moderation. But like this one, definitely, if I had to guess, if we were still doing the mystery segments and you brought it to me and I was doing the ABV, I probably would have guessed like 4.8 or something like that.
Yeah, it seems low.
Yeah, which again, I mean this as a compliment. It tastes lighter and more refreshing than your average 6% non-citrus IPA would taste. So yeah, good job, Gezellig.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
and I'm excited to finish a few of these tonight.
Yeah, we got a couple. Although I challenge you, have a better pour next time, Ev.
All right, I'll do my best when we open the second one here.
Okay.
We'll pause whatever we're talking about, and
I can pour it for you if you want.
Or you can just walk me through it.
It's not that hard. Just pour it right. Evan, what are your thoughts on this beer?
I really like it. I would get this again. In fact, I would get this a lot of times. Gezellig, you make a good beer. Your amber lager is great. I like the can art. It's very 70s-esque. And I just like amber beers. Just like our wives like pumpkin spice lattes. I gravitate towards a beer like this. And I like it because it's just... the contrast to a pumpkin spice latte is this doesn't try to do too much. It's not over the top. It's not this like crazy special thing that you can only get at one particular point in the year. Now, I like amber beers all the time, but as we kind of get into the fall season, like this is my jam.
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Evan, this is a safe space. You can be honest. We all know you love pumpkin spice lattes.
I've probably had like one or two in my life. But I think you know me well enough to know that if I'm going to go to a coffee shop, I'm going to get plain black coffee.
That's true.
And I know you well enough to know that you're probably going to do the same.
Yeah, if they don't have plain black coffee, I'm not even going to get water there. Like, I'm just going to leave. But I agree with you. This is a beer's beer. It's a good amber beer. Maybe it's the can art influencing me, but it does kind of make me feel like the 70s, like we need to have some shag carpet, Rudy on the TV or something. But it's a good beer. I like it a lot. Gezellig, I don't know why I'm always surprised at how good the beers are because they're always good. But Gezellig, you make a good product. I'm glad to have one of your beers every time we are, and I'm really glad that we were able to go there during the brew hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can say about this beer. Try it. Definitely give it a try if you haven't before.
I think we got to Skol it up, and we got to get out of here.
Great beer. Best episode yet.
Skol.
Skol.
Hey Vikings fans, Evan here from the Skol Hop, and we just wanted to say thank you again so much for listening to the Skol Hop, and we also wanted to take one more opportunity to let you know that this episode of the Skol Hop has been brought to you by Big Top Ventures. If you're considering taking an all-inclusive trip to either Mexico or Jamaica, reach out to our friends at Big Top Ventures at bigtopventuresllc@gmail.com. Once again, that's bigtopventuresllc@gmail.com. You can get the lowest rate possible on several all-inclusive resorts throughout the region. Big Top Ventures. Step right up to your next big adventure. And thanks again for listening to the Skol Hop. Skol.